Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Can anyone hear me? Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Can anyone hear me? Testing, testing. 1, 2, 3. Can anyone hear me? Yeah, you can. Trying with OBS and YouTube once again just to see what happens. So I'm gonna wait before I try and share it or anything like that. Well, it says the stream health is excellent. But that doesn't mean anything. It's said that before. That's why I'm not sharing anything until I see what happens. So if it gives me problems this time, then it's gotta be a setting somewhere. Because whenever I live stream from the PlayStation, it works just fine. So at that point, I'm just going to guess that it is it's an OBS setting problem. Which is sad because I'd rather use OBS and all that because that's where all my audio settings and video settings are. Whereas on the PlayStation, you can't really edit much before you go live. Sorry once again for no webcam. Room is still not ready. We're actually going to have to remove the desk to another part, and that's why I'm going to have to move everything, so decided might as well not even bother with the webcam or anything right now. Well, we've stayed green for almost 4 minutes. Now watch, the minute I share it on Twitter, it'll go yellow or red. It's nice to actually do a stream that's not late at night. So there, shared. Hopefully, like I said, it's stayed green for 5 minutes and still says excellent. Who knows? Maybe I did switch a little thing around on OBS. Maybe that helped. I don't know. I would just rather do it this way because it's easier to watch the chat and all that. Alrighty. So where are we at currently? We are less than 3 days away from the Acheron banner. Sparkle only has 2 days and 23 hours left to go, so if you've still not pulled her, now would be a great time. Same thing with the good general himself, Jing Yan. Personally, I don't want him, so I haven't went for him. Then of course there's the standard wish that you can use at any time. My equilibrium level is now at level 4, so I can get characters up to level 70 now. Stale, I have already gotten to level 70. I'm going to have to work on all the main characters that I mostly use. I was grinding a little bit out for Black Swan. Oh my gosh, you need 20 of these things. Now, of course, there's a place that you can grind them, but it's just going to take a little bit for 20. So yeah, that'll probably be my main goal later tonight, is just to grind out items for characters. So yeah, there's going to be that. Now, as far as missions go, I've got quite a bit. Like, of course, here's the main story. Then we've got the Foxy and Tale of the Haunted, which I started last night. Future Market 2, which is the Topaz quest line. I've started that. There's, of course, Ron May's quest line, which I cannot beat Big Trouble. I'm hoping after I get everyone to level 70, I can finally beat this thing, because I just cannot figure out how to beat that thing. Night of Universal Hallucinations, I can't get through that fight either. But, yeah. I've started Hustle and Bustle. I'm on part 2, which that's more of a lengthy thing to do. And then this is just a side quest I've not done yet, but you only get credits for it, it seems like. So, questing, I'm not going to worry too much about in this stream. I'm also not going to bore you guys with grinding out materials. That can just be something that I do later tonight. What I thought about doing, since I've got so much that I've left out, is pretty much treasure chest hunting and finishing up puzzles. Like, there are a few of these, like these right here, that I've not done that do reward stellar jade and things like that. But another reason why I want to treasure chest hunt, in some areas I've gotten them all, is because, let me find, some of these are going to be difficult. Like this place, one chest left. I'm guessing it's one of those monsters that counts as a treasure chest. Let me find it. I've got to do all these formidable foe ones as well. Which map is that? It's the main town part. Here we go. Big reason why I want to do this is for this guy right here, and that is because I still need to get this for the other version of Stale, pretty much. I need 250. I've got 191, so I'm close. Plus, you get a regular ticket, a regular Star Pass ticket for doing that. So hey, that plus the characters that I level up, I'll be able to hopefully get a regular 10 pass again, so I can go for the standard banner again. Standard banner. That's the name of a newspaper. Okay, so according to this, in this main hub area, I have got 5 chests to find. Now, of course, whenever you open a chest, you get stellar jade as well. So I'm going to count that as grinding toward it, because if we look, I've already got 7 tickets. And I can buy 81. So 81, A2, A3, A4, A5, A6, A7, 88. I've got 88 wishes. I only need 2 more wishes, and then I'll have the standard 90 to guarantee a 5-star. So I'm not too worried about grinding in this episode. And it's that simple. It's because I don't need to overdo it. In this episode, I don't have to sit here and like just fully concentrate on grinding out stellar jade. Now, of course, I've still got 2 more to go, so that's, see, I'm awful at math. 6, 12. That's still over 3,000, I think, that I need to grind out. But it seems like when I'm not really concentrating on it and I just do it, it doesn't. Oh, there's a quest here. And it gives stellar jade. Okay, well, change of plans. I might do that. Then, of course, there's stuff like this. Yeah. Like this, that, fight monsters and earn them that way, that I could do. But like I said, I just don't want to. I kind of wanted to just explore, but now I've got this side quest that I can do. Oh, it's this old man again. I'm at least going to activate it, that way I have it.
Stay silent.
I'm like raring to continue the story because I'm finally going to be going to where the story currently is right now. But with 2.1, like, literally just a couple of days away, like, I would have to, like, get no sleep to fully get there. And, I like sleep. I don't know about close friends, buddy. You kind of need to chill out on that. Oh, since I've not been able to stream using OBS, like I had no idea that I already had notifications by default going on OBS. Because I've got chat on the right and I got notifications on the left now on OBS. But we got a new subscription apparently 6 days ago by Chelsea's Nerdverse. Okay, so thank you for the subscription. I'm sorry it's 6 days late, but I've not been able to use OBS. I'm so not reading the dialogue. So I've got to discuss something during this video. So yesterday was a pretty big day for video games. We had like 4 big titles come out. Well, 2 huge titles. Well, 3 huge titles really. Maybe one of them will be considered a small release. But we had Dragon's Dogma 2 come out. 12 years since the first one. Rise of the Ronin. We had Princess Peach Showtime come out, and we had Alone in the Dark come out. Now, I can't remember if the Alone in the Dark game is a full-on remake, or if it's like a reboot of the series, because Alone in the Dark, it has been around for quite a bit. I got both Dragon's Dogma 2 and Rise of the Ronin yesterday. I pre-ordered them both. Though, weirdly, when I went, yes, I still sometimes use GameStop to pre-order games, just because, hey, I used to work there. I want to help the guys out that still work there a little bit, even though I don't know them, because all the people that I worked with are gone. But when I went to pre-order Dragon's Dogma 2, it wasn't in their system. They acted like they didn't have a clue what kind of game I was talking about. So I just said screw it and pre-ordered it off Amazon. Though I didn't get the weapons set that I was supposed to get for pre-ordering, so that kind of sucks. And Rise of the Ronin 2, I just went and picked up. I meant to pre-order it, but I just ran out of time. Okay. So I wasn't paying attention to a word he said. So might as well do it. Get it out of the way. I have noticed in this game, like, I don't remember Genshin Impact side quests being so lengthy. But man, this game side quests sometimes feel like they last forever. And I don't know why that seems like. Like, I don't know if I'm just getting old or I feel like I have to rush, like I don't have time. That's mostly because of my job and having to work 5 days a week, where I just feel like I literally do not have time to really sit down and enjoy games anymore. And now here it is, my weekend. I'm off today, tomorrow, and Monday, and I still feel rushed. Which, once again, if you're watching this now or watching it later, please remember, Monday, me and Jess will be doing a live stream on Monday for the 1 year anniversary of Ruby Volume 9, Chapter 6, the episode where Blake and Yang finally confessed their feelings to each other and kissed. We will be doing a History of Bumblebee stream that day. Don't have a time yet, but it will be that day. Hopefully we can still use OBS and stuff like I am now. We will be using a webcam. Sadly, we probably won't have that many pictures to use because I was worried that we wouldn't be able to use OBS. Because the last-ditch effort would be to stream directly off YouTube. Because I've done that before. I've done that in the very first stream that I ever did. And it worked fine. But as of right now, this stream is working just fine as well. What's this? Oh, it's just one of those. It's kind of like checking the trash cans. Okay, so before we go on this little side quest, I am just going to go ahead and check the town for chests. Because, like, yeah, they don't give you a ton of stellar jade and EXP and all that, but I mean, still, it at least goes toward it. Plus, I don't like leaving the chests incomplete. Like, when I did this arc, I'm sorry, like, no offense to Hoyoverse or anything, but this arc I could not keep up with. Like, I don't know, I just kind of liked Bellabog better. Like, oh, there's one. I just kind of liked the first world a little bit better. I think its story was a little bit more, what's the word, captivating, maybe. This one, just, I was just like, what is going on? Like, what is it? Like, we came for the Stellaron. What else kind of problem is there here? Though, I will say, you know, finally bringing Kafka back into the story and stuff like that was definitely a plus that this one had. And besides, like, okay, so I've already forgotten how to pronounce it, but Piccini, or however you say it, like the next world where Sparkle is from, Black Swan. She's not from there, but that's where you meet Acheron, Robin, Firefly, all them. I've got to say, Hoyoverse was cooking with with at least the ladies of that planet. But I don't know, like, it being just like a big old city and all that, like, you know, it's supposed to be it was originally a prison city, I believe they said. I don't know, I guess I was just hoping for more planets like Yarilo 6, just your standard planets, you know, because the whole Bellabog arc just felt like something out of Star Ocean. And that's what a lot of people tell me about this game, is that it's pretty much, it's not Genshin Impact because it's not open world, it's turn-based, blah, blah, blah. But, you know, it's pretty much a Hoyoverse Star Ocean. And I was like, oh, because I love Star Ocean. I love Star Ocean to death. I don't understand why it's never been as popular as Final Fantasy, because for me, they're both up there. Like, they're the top two of my most all-time favorite Japanese RPG series. Which I love Kingdom Hearts as well, but, you know, Kingdom Hearts is kind of become a distant third after all this time, just because I used to get into the mood to play Kingdom Hearts like at least once a year. I would play through the entire series. I wouldn't do it in release order, though. I would do it in chronological order, because I've already played them in release order. I did that as the games released, so I prefer to play them in chronological order. And then I'd play them, I'd beat them. That would get Kingdom Hearts out of my system. Then I'd move on to the next. I've not been in a Kingdom Hearts mood in a while. Like, was I excited when they announced Kingdom Hearts 4? Yes, of course. Like, I still love the series, you know. But, like, unlike other video game series, it didn't get me in the mood to go back and play the games. It just didn't. Now, when we get closer to release, like, depends on what they show. It depends on what the story is going to be of 4, because it's going to be interesting, because it's the first game since, really, Kingdom Hearts 1 that starts a whole new story. Like, the whole Xehanort thing is over. That is done. This is going to be the start of a new arc. And I'm just wondering how it's going to be. Because we've already learned some things. Like, oh, yeah, that was a different world that Sora was in. That's why he looks so different. It's because it was the effects of that world. Kind of like how, you know, he becomes a merman in Atlantica. He became a lion cub in the Pride Lands. Blah, blah, blah. Where am I at? How many... Oh, well, that's all of the ones in this area. Ugh. Guess we'll start here. Oh, I think this is the starting area. So yeah, apparently Sora's still gonna look like Sora when he's on other planets, but I'm just interested in what's... You know, we kind of already know, it's kind of already hinted who the new villains are going to be, who will be constantly fighting against until, you know, whenever that finale is. I seem to remember them talking about how the next big arc of Kingdom Hearts won't be as big as the original. Like, it won't be as long. Oh, gotcha. Let me make sure the audio sounds all right. Yeah, I'm just because I wasn't expecting... Hey, Brittany. I wasn't expecting it to actually work, so I didn't bother putting my headphones in for the game, so I can't hear the game audio, because I'm just expecting to mess around and grind for items and find chests and all that. But been streaming for almost 25 minutes and we're still green, so that's good. I don't know what is different about today that it wasn't the other day, so...
Let's go.
Kind of bugs me, though, that Stell's the only one at level 70. I'm going to be doing that all night tonight, and that's grinding out items. But anyway, here I was getting around to talking about all the games that came out yesterday, and somehow I ended up on Kingdom Hearts. Okay. So, back to Alone in the Dark, because I remember talking about it, whether it being a remake or just, you know, a reboot of the series, because it's been... Because Alone in the Dark's been around for a while, but it never got as big as Silent Hill and Resident Evil and things like that.
belongs for you.
I remember I played one on the PlayStation 1. I forgot what it was called. It was a good game. It was really fun. But then I think there was one that came out on either the PS2 or the PS3, and it was just garbage. It was just not a good game. And Alone in the Dark kind of just disappeared for the longest time.
Memories are beneath the waters lies an endless abyss.
Seeing this new one, like, is it the best looking game in the world? No, but then again, I don't care about graphics. I mean, a game can look like crap and still be an enjoyable game. I need to heal. My gosh, I didn't realize they were all this low. So that counts as a chest. 3. We gotta find 3. Let me go back up here and heal up. I didn't realize this was the closest one. Alright. But anyway, Alone in the Dark I'm interested in just because, you know, I love horror games. And it's more of a standard old school horror game. But don't know when I'll get it. You know, it'll just be something I eventually pick up. Let's see, do I... Yeah, I guess I'll move stuff. I still need to search around here. Oh, there's one of those. Oh, man, I hate those. Doesn't look like there's anything in there, so bye-bye. Whoa, I ran right into him. Now, Peach Showtime. I am so happy they finally gave Peach her own game after... Gosh, how long has it been since the original DS? But very, very happy. It looks fun as it can be, which really, I think with Nintendo games, that's all that should really be all that matters. Oh yeah, I forgot. I've got the battles fast forwarded because it makes grinding for items and all that faster. I completely forgot about that, but I think I'm gonna keep it that way just so we can move through these fights a little faster.
Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it or rock with it. Let's make it quick. Pretty good crowd today. Keep up.
Okay. Which I didn't mean to run into that fight anyway. Okay. Oh, there's one.
Looks good. We need a strategy.
I'm strong enough for that thing, but not everyone else isn't. Plus, those kind of chests don't count toward the counter for some reason. Oh boy, I hate these things. Okay. Like, I get them. I get what you're supposed to do. There we go. That one wasn't that hard. Ooh, look at that. A lot of goodies. Okay. There's something. Okay, that's a bird thingy. But I definitely want it. I'm definitely going to get it. It's just that I have to wait. I literally just bought 2 games So yeah, wait, was this technically where I've already been? No, I was up there. Okay. One thing I hate about this area, this not cracking, cargo place, it's like everything looks the same. Guarantee you there was a chest down here, but I've already got it. So yeah, I'll definitely get Showtime Peach later down the road. That's one game that I don't think is going to be very hard to find. Nintendo games, especially newer ones in this day and age, don't exactly just disappear unless they're like a hard to find game. Like, I've seen some people claim that Astral Chain is now becoming harder to find. But every time I go to a secondhand game shop, I always find it. So, I mean, it might be getting harder to find brand new. But used, I still find it everywhere. Okay. Think I've gotten everywhere through here. Let's see what's up here. Nada. Why'd you stop me? Well, let me fix it. Get out of my way. Oh wait, was this supposed to be like the first one I ever stumbled upon? Because like he just gave me like a tutorial on how to do this. Whoops. I completely skipped him. Oh crap, it's one of those. Okay. Please line up. Okay. Yay! Let's get my tips. Now, on to Dragon's Dogma and Rise of the Ronin. I'll cover Rise of the Ronin first because I don't have as much to say about it. Wait, what's... What? I don't work here. I have no idea what's going on. Oh, I have to do it again? Okay, let's see what gimmick this one has. Well, that one... okay, this one's got the two moving ones. Okay. Well, that was easy. So is this gonna be... Is this a repeating one? Oh, boy. 61, he can be beaten.
Memories are beneath the waters.
How dare I fast forward Black Swan's loveliness.
Let's make it quick. Rules are made to be.
It just makes fights go by faster. Especially when you're trying to gather so much.
My turn.
Yeah, you're gonna resurrect.
Ready to lose your... You can fight it or rock with it. What do you want to know? Ill tidings manifest. Yeah. Pretty good crowd today. Turn it up. Tough luck running into me.
Dead. Oh no, what do you want? Oh, I didn't say there wouldn't be any monsters in the packing containers. I don't work here, though. Again? So, how long can you cheese this? Oh, this one moves slowly. Let's move that one. Oh, crap. Didn't mean to do that. Okay, this one's gonna have to line up just right. Okay. Easy. Well, is there gonna be a monster in this one? Probably gonna do some crap like that to me. Oh no. Okay, sweet. Okay, there. I guess we're just gonna do this. I guess we're just gonna do this until it tells us to stop. Of course. There we go. At least it was still easy. What the heck? Seriously? You two picked a cargo container to do that? Seriously? Rom and com? Haha, rom-com. Don't mind me, as you were. Oh, is this like a Romeo and Juliet kind of thing? Our families are at each other's throats, but we love each other. Well, you know, a cargo container is not the best place. You can go to a hotel, you know. Yeah, just give me the more the better. Wow. What is? I had no idea this was a thing. I thought that, like, I had no idea that it. Oh, it's gone. Ah, okay. There was a number there all along. Okay, well, I guess I finished it. Wow. Okay. So how many of those things do I have now? Where are they kept? That's, here there. 281. I've got enough. I've got enough now. Well, we're gonna at least want to... though technically, if I remember correctly, it was asking for separate items for the preservation line. I was like, wait, I've got to level up each one as she gets a new power? Really hope I read that wrong, but we'll see. Darn, this stupid bird doesn't want to leave me alone. One more. Oh, there's a couple. Okay. Couple of more puzzle thingies, but I'm going to have to move some containers. Yes, please move. I've got one treasure chest to find on this map. But anyway, I keep on getting sidetracked. Rise of the Ronin. Played a little bit of it, created my character and the sibling and all that, and it's good. Like, I know a lot of people were worried that it was going to be too much like a Neo, and it's not. Like, you can make it that hard if you want to, but it's not a Souls-like. It's definitely not a Souls-like. Well, there's another one over there. But yeah, I've only done the opening mission, so I can't really say too much about it. Now, Dragon's Dogma. If you guys watched my reaction to when I first learned that, oh, how am I going to do this? Ah, there we go. That I had no idea that the sequel was in development. I remember there being talk about a sequel a long time ago, but never was it ever officially confirmed. I know they also tried to do a Dragon's Dogma MMO, and I think it only opened in like Korea or somewhere like that, or it was Japan only or something like that, and it didn't last long. It didn't last long whatsoever. And then yeah, and I think I said so in my reaction that I kind of had a love-hate relationship with at least the ending of Dragon's Dogma 1. And then I found out that there's a way you can say, like, screw that ending, you know, and stuff like that. So now that I found that out, I can play the first one and enjoy it just as much as I would had my first time playing. The thing about Dragon's Dogma is it is a little difficult, but once you level up enough and get good equipment and stuff like that, the game does get way easier. It does make you grind for stuff like rift crystals and stuff like that. So, you know, it's not a game that holds your hand, pretty much. And, you know, really, when the first one came out, it was like, people were kind of shocked that Capcom did a game like that, because it wasn't something Capcom... Oh, there is something over there. I didn't see it, though. Ah, now I see it. Okay. You gotta take these guys out. But yeah, like I said, the only thing that kept Dragon's Dogma 1 from being like a game that I've beaten and played 10 times over was the ending. And it was one of those situations where I learned about the ending before I beat the game, and it just killed any drive I had, but I still... I just did it. I was that far.
Destiny isn't chosen.
But I just couldn't do it. Now, here recently, I learned that, hey, there's a way you can say screw that ending and get this kind of ending, which was the kind of ending I normally wanted anyway. And I finally beat it like not too long ago. I'm glad that I was able to find time to beat the first one finally before the second one came out. Now the second one's out and it's getting review bombed because of microtransactions. Microtransactions for items that are already in the game and are already obtainable in the game. There's no need to buy them. People are pretty much getting mad just out of pretty much just that they're there, that they exist, pretty much. I started the game last night. It's beautiful, especially compared to the first one. Like, the first one is not an ugly game by any means, especially the PS4 version, the one that they remastered. But man, it just looks so much better.
Time for the main event. Ready to lose yourself? You can fight it.
And like, I will admit, it's still a little clunky, but then again, the original was clunky.
What do you want to know?
But still, I have a feeling I'm going to very much enjoy it. It's going to be a while before I beat it and can give, like, my full-on thoughts on it. But people spreading around misinformation that fast travel is there's no fast travel, and that editing your character is locked and stuff like that. That bullcrap's not true. It's not true at all. You just actually have to work and explore for it. And that's one thing a lot of people are upset about, is that they actually have to play the game. It's not like Ubisoft, who pretty much holds your hand throughout the entire game. But yes, so far of what I've played of Dragon's Dogma 2 is very, very good. So much more of an upgrade of the first one. Hopefully we don't have to wait 12 years for Dragon's Dogma 3, if they ever do make one. Brittany, did you actually play it? Because it literally plays like any other third-person open-world RPG with magic and swords and stuff. I guess what made it the appeal of it great is it's hard to explain. 50 hours, you just scratch the surface. It's hard to explain. It really is. It's very hard to explain what the draw of it was. I think there are so many side quests in it that actually feel meaningful and are actually connected to the main story, that, unlike in most games where side quests feel very detached from the main story, and it's kind of like, oh, just do this and to take a break from the main story. Okay, so I was in Cloudford. I need to remember that. I think I still need to go down here. I got one treasure chest to look for. Whereas in Dragon's Dogma, the side quests all felt like they contributed to the main story, in my opinion. So let's finally buy this. 1 out of 4. I just realized that. Joy. Hey, I got some stellar jade. I got more stellar jade out of it. Okay, I got 100 stellar jade out of that. Oh, man. There's 4 more. It's going to take me forever to save up for. Okay. Let's switch over to preservation. Well, I don't need all those. Well, for stale, I don't need all those, but still, I need at least one more for stale.
Lies an unwavering resolve.
Oh yeah, let's switch her back over to destruction. How long have I been? 10 minutes till an hour. But I don't know, like, okay, so, Brittany, you know that I love Lord of the Rings. And that's one of the reasons. It reminded me of Lord of the Rings in a lot of way. Yeah, it's a bit clunky, and that's still a thing in the sequel. It's still clunky. It's a lot smoother, though, than the original was. But it felt like one of those epic adventures, and that's always been a draw to me in video games. Like, I can play an RPG and love the game, but if the story for me is not impactful, it's not a game that I'm going to revisit too much. You know, it's like Skyrim. Skyrim was, you know, for a lot of people, the game of the decade when it was released. It was, you know, it's the GOAT. It's the greatest thing ever made. As far as, like, content, yes, there is a ton of stuff to do. Like, you know, it's one of those games where, you know, you can say, oh, people are still finding content in it that, you know, no one didn't even know it was there, blah, 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 stuff like that. Like, apparently there's a side quest in Final Fantasy IX that no one knew about. Like, it was in No Gods. Oh, I got an achievement. Anywhere. And someone found it. I don't remember what it was. But, you know, it's one of those. It's going to be one of those long things. But here's my biggest problem with Skyrim. Quest storyline wise, it was a downgrade from Oblivion. Oblivion was a great game. The tone of it, the
Destiny is
like, even when you were just traveling the overworld in Oblivion, the music that they used for Oblivion just set the tone for that game. I just felt like the story and the faction storylines, like, you know, I don't care what anyone says, the Dark Brotherhood storyline in Oblivion blows the one in Skyrim out of the water. I just think Oblivion as an RPG is the better game. Like, even the main quest line of Skyrim kind of just, for me, fell flat. I just, you know, oh wow, you beat the dragon in like 10 hits because you did everything else before doing the main story, and now you've pretty much waylaid him. Let's see. Ooh, over 1,300. So 7. Well, have we at least earned a new number since we started? 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89. There it is. Let me double check this. 83, 84, 85, 86, 87, 88, 89, 90. Ladies and gentlemen, I have reached 90 wishes. Wishes. You know, warps. That's what they're called. Yeah, they're wishes in Genshin. It's warps in Honkai. But there we go. I have enough Stellar Jade to buy 83 tickets, and I already have 7. Let's do it. Look at that. 90 freaking tickets. Oh, thank goodness. Well, that is one thing I don't really have to worry about anymore, is making sure I have enough Stellar Jade before Acheron drops. But I'm gonna of course, try and earn more, because, I mean, I can still do the normal wish. The normal wishes. Because in the normal wishes, I keep calling them wishes. Warps, there are still characters that I want. I want Bronya. I want Himiko. What characters does it say are part of this one that you can get? So 5 stars. So the ones that are 5 stars that I definitely want are Himiko, Clara, Bronya, Bailu, and that's it. 4 stars that are still in this that I would want that I do not have yet, who apparently are in this warp, are, let's see, most of these I've got. Lynx and Pela, yeah. So Lynx, Pela, which I believe Pela and Lynx are both going to be part of the upcoming banners, so there's a good chance I can get those. But yeah, I would love Himiko. I would definitely love to have, but Himiko, Clara, Bronya, and Bailu. Those are the ones I definitely want. Here, this will be easier to look at. So this is, of course, by this version of the game. I literally have every 4-star except Lynx and Pela. Now, Lynx I can get if I could beat Pure Fiction, but I can't even get enough points to clear the first stage, and I've got to be able to clear the second stage to get Lynx for free. But when 2.1 launches, you will be able to choose a free 4-star character, and Lynx is one of those. So if all else fails, I'll get Lynx that way, and then the other only 4-star that I don't have that's in this current version would be Pela. I'm sure there's going to be some 4 stars that might be added. But the only one I really know of that's getting added is Gallagher, I think. But we'll see. But 5 stars. I want Himiko, of course. Seal, Bronya, Silverwolf, Kafka, Clara, Topaz, however you say it. Fu Xuan, Ruin Mei, Huahua, I learned is how you pronounce her name. Jingliu and Bailu. Now, Jingliu, I believe, is going to be the first returning banner. But her, Bailu, Huahua, Ruin Mei, I think Fu Xuan, Topaz, Kafka, Silverwolf, Seal. I think the only way to get them is part of their actual banners, unlike the others where... Now, of course, when her banner comes back, I definitely want Kafka. I definitely want her. I will be... Whenever they announce that she's coming back, I will be saving up for her. But, because, like, I think the only 5 stars besides Jingliu, who is a returning one, that I definitely want is, of course, Acheron. And I think the next banner after Acheron is Robin, I think. Because I think this upcoming one, it's either Acheron or Adventure Teen, or however you say his name. And then, of course, the returning one's going to be Jingliu. And then after that, I think it's going to be Robin and Boot Hill. So we'll see. But yeah, like, I think it's funny that, like, out of the 10 lords, like the judges or whatever, I've got 2 out of 3. I've still got to get Huahua. But, you know, I'm just amazed. Maybe it's because the game is still early in its lifespan that I've got more characters in this than I ever had in Genshin. Like, I've had so much better luck. I'm surprised they don't put Stale here in preservation, since she can use that, but But man, yeah, because I've got 23 out of 44 characters. That's pretty, for me, that's impressive. But I am so glad that I reached the end. I have reached 90 warps. Like, I don't know what else I can say right now. Like, I'm like, wow, is it really over? Like, I got 2 days and 22 hours left until Acheron launches. Like, and I'm done. I'm done with my with all that. Like, I'm speechless. I didn't think I'd reach it in time, really. There was some nights where it seemed like I wouldn't earn enough of anything. And lo and behold. Well, you know what? Since I reached 90, and this whole stream was supposed to be, grinding for Acheron, I think I'm going to end the stream here. Like, I've been streaming for over an hour. I've got to dismantle a small shelf, so I might want to get to that, because if I don't get it, Jess is going to kill me. But, heck yeah. 90 warps. I cannot believe it. I just hope it's enough. I hope that, that is enough to fully guarantee Acheron for me. Okay, so Brittany, at the top right, you'll see the items. You'll got the little ticket that says 90 and the little emblem that says 100. The ones that say 100, those are items that you can earn throughout the game by doing stuff like completing quests, doing puzzles, opening chests. You use those to earn the tickets. The tickets you use to try and get characters. Because if you see down here at the banner, it says warp times 1, warp times 10. So every 10 warps, you're at least guaranteed a 4-star character. 90 warps, you're guaranteed the 5-star character, or a light cone, which is an item you can get to attach to a character to up their stats. There's supposed to be a system where you can tell, like, if you have a 50-50 chance, or if it's in favor of you, or it's not in favor of you. I'm just not smart enough to understand it at face value. But let's put it this way. For one, I never pulled any 5-star characters that weren't free in Genshin Impact. I never had patience for that game. It's because it was open world and there was so much to do. I got so overwhelmed by it that, yeah. So, Stell, the main character, is automatically a 5-star character because they're the MC. Of course, they're going to be overpowered and strong and all that. Now, Yang Qing, I can't remember. I think I did pull him. But I can't remember if it was part of some, like Dr. Ratio, he's 5-star. He was part of an event that you could literally just get him for free. And that's how I got him. That's how I got him. Now, Black Swan is voiced by Aaron Zek, who voices Blake in Ruby. So, of course, I wanted her. Plus, she's probably the hottest character that Hoyoverse has ever created. So, of course, I wanted her. And she literally had 2 days until her banner ended, and I was able to pull her. Then came Sparkle. Sparkle I started pulling for right when she started, and I was able to pull her. So my luck with 5-stars has been really good in this game. So the next character, Acheron, comes out in a couple of days. As part of the next big update, which adds the next part of the story and adds a bunch of quality of life things. So she's going to be the next 5-star. Now, these characters down here are other 5-star characters. When it says not indexed, that means you don't have them. But 5 stars. Yes, her name is March 7th because she lost her memories, and when they found her, she was encased in ice, and the date that they found her was March 7th, so that's her name. Why they didn't just stick with March, I don't know, because, I mean, yes, March is the name of a month, but it could technically be somebody's name as well. But yeah, that's why her name is March 7th. That is the day that they found her, and she has lost her memories. So I'm sure there was already a quest in the game about her memories that I've already done, but I'm sure it's going to be a continuing story, because they did announce that just like the main character, which I will demonstrate right here. So just like Genshin Impact, all characters have a power that they can use. It's right beside their name. Like for Black Swan here, she's part. The thing underneath her name kind of represents something else. But as you can see next to a character's name, it shows pretty much what element they use. Black Swan uses wind. March 7th uses ice. Serval uses electricity, and so on. The main character starts with destruction, but the gray emblem I've learned pretty much means physical. They're a physical attack character. But unlike other characters, and it's the same way in Genshin Impact with the MC and that, the MC has the ability to change. Now, so far in the main story, she can only use physical and fire. But apparently, later in the story, March is also going to inherit that ability to switch up powers. So I don't know what they're going to be doing in the story with March 7th, but apparently she's a lot more important than just being one of the more main characters, because she's one of the characters you get for free for just playing the game. So yeah, it's but then again, this game is still very, very early in its infancy. We've only got these 3 worlds, plus there's the next one, which I haven't traveled to yet. But I'm guessing eventually this map will expand, and there'll be way more planets and space stations and all that in here eventually. It's just you have to wait for them to add it in later. Pretty much it's an ever-evolving game. Technically, like, it's almost like you're buying a game when it's still technically unfinished. But, you know, they just add... It's, in a way, it's kind of like how MMOs do things. MMOs, you know, you pretty much buy the game, you start playing it, you at least have the main story, but then they'll add to it with expansions and stuff like that. But yeah, it's always amazing to me that they're able to make games like this and Genshin Impact and have as much content in them as they do for free. But then again, they have ways of making their money. Like, you can use real world money to buy the steller jade and all that. If you want to try and hurry up and get a character instead of grinding it out. Because let's face it, to get to 90, it took me literally about a week or so. Maybe less than a week. I can't remember. I didn't count the days. But it took me a good bit playing every night just to get to 90. So, next live stream will be Monday for the History of Bumblebee live stream. Hopefully OBS and YouTube will play nice again, so me and Jess can use the setup that I've got right now. That way we can easily read the chat and all that. But yeah. So next stream will be Monday for that. And I think I think Tuesday is going to be the day for Acheron. Let me look. Find a calendar here. I think so. I think it's Tuesday. Now, Tuesday I do work. I can't remember if I open or close, but whether I open or close or not, it doesn't matter. Whenever I get home from work, I will be live streaming Honkai Star Rail because I want to see if I can pull Acheron live on day 1. Not sure yet. I know Jess wants to continue to work on the room some on Monday, and I have a feeling this live stream is going to be one of the more lengthy ones. So I am, sadly, I don't know what time to set for it. Me and Jess will have to talk about it whenever if we do decide to try. I don't know. I don't know if it'll be after 6. I would kind of like to do it more so during the day so we could get as much viewers as we can. But we'll see. I'll talk to Jess and I'll have Jess let you know. But remember, if you can't watch the stream live, it will be on the channel to watch. But I better go. It is almost 5:30 and I've got to take this thing apart and do all that because I'm sure Jess wants that done before she gets home. And knowing me, if I don't start it now, I won't start it till she's literally on her way. So I'm going to do that. That way I can play some more after I'm done and relax some more. Because, yeah, I'm going to have a busy week once I go back to work because it's spring break for Tennessee. Yay. So, so just keep looking on our Twitter for what time we might decide on the live stream. We may not know until Sunday evening. I don't know. But I hope you enjoyed it. Thank you for joining me in getting to this long road of getting 90 warp tickets for Acheron. Hope you enjoyed it. If you did, please hit the subscribe button, hit the notification bell, click that like button, leave a comment, all that stuff. Yeah, gotta love tourists. As always, guys, this is Cannan. Me and Jess love you all very, very much. Please subscribe, please like, all that good stuff. And guys, I'll see you in the next one. See ya.